Good morning everyone, welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. So everyone, since yesterday's vlog was like my routine getting ready for my work week, I thought I'd show you what I do when I get home from work. I had a really rough night last night. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but it was super duper rough. And I did not have a good time whatsoever. Our floor is a freaking mess right now. It's just disgusting. I'm stuck currently trying to get out of this hellhole here at the garage exit. Trying to get out. Help! Blair Witch! This is what I deal with. I don't know why there's this much traffic today. Like, I'm in the garage and I still have to go all the way down. You can't see because of this obstructed view. What is the holdup, people? It'll be good. It'll be good. I usually always listen
every morning
to a podcast in the morning. Maybe I think I want to listen to Mile Higher podcast this morning. I haven't listened to them in a while. I'm gonna listen to Mile Higher. This is insane.
Hey, what is up, everybody?
Well, anyways, I'm waiting in traffic. I'm gonna listen to this podcast and I'll meet you on the flip side. Usually when I get home I'm pretty hungry, so I have a snack, and then I take off my contacts, brush my teeth, and I go to sleep. And that's usually what I always do. So I'll see you when I get home. Hi everyone. So I was so tired when I got home this morning that I didn't end up vlogging at all. I had a snack and I went to bed. I was so tired and I just woke up about 40 minutes ago with a text from my sister that said, are you awake yet? Did mom call you? And that just gave me like a bad feeling in my stomach, my little sister Molly. And I'm like, no, my mom didn't call me, like what's going on? Oh, sorry, my hair is disgusting. Like what is this frizz? I don't even know. So anyways, Molly texted me, mom thinks dad had a stroke. So I just automatically called my mom. And I'm like, why didn't you call me? Like, why didn't you tell me? Like, I would have like come with you. Last year around this time, my mom was having like chest pain and I went to the ER with her. Like, I just want to know what's going on with my parents. Like, they're like the most important people in my life. So, I mean, he's okay. Let me just go ahead and say that he's not like in critical condition or even necessarily had a stroke. The doctors haven't like ruled it out yet, but I mean, my mom's been a nurse for like 25 years. She knows, you know, the signs and symptoms of a stroke. I mean, not a lot of people, but I've had people in my life that have had strokes and then they were never the same before or after. They're never the same after they have one, and it freaks me out because I don't want to lose like my dad, you know, and my grandmother. My dad's mom had really bad dementia, like really, really bad Alzheimer's and dementia, and I don't want my dad to end up the same way. I don't know if this is like an early onset. So basically what happened was my dad was really confused. He was supposed to pick my little sister up from school and bring her to the dentist at like 9 o'clock this morning, and he didn't show up. So my sister called my mom and said, Dad's not here. So my mom called my dad, and my dad didn't remember that he had to pick her up, and he was really confused. And then my mom ended up getting a call from my dad's work a little bit after the whole dentist situation. And my dad had called work 3 times to see if he was supposed to work. And then he showed up there. He's actually on vacation this week. And it's just so scary. I just don't know. My dad's okay. He's having an MRI. My mom said not to worry, not to call into work or anything. But I'm just freaking out. And I don't want anything bad to happen to him, you know? But this is life. And I don't want to just show all the good things on here because bad things happen too in life, no matter what time of year it is. Hi everyone. I'm sorry for that emotional bit earlier. My dad's doing alright. He's still in the ER. They might admit him overnight. Luckily the hospital he's in is actually connected to the hospital I work in, so I can go over there and see him in the morning, or maybe tonight I can go on a break. Oh my god, my double chin is prominent. I'm gonna hide that for a minute. But yeah, I guess every day of Vlogmas isn't always cheer. I feel like I always have one day every year where I'm just like emotional or something happens and I'm upset. I don't want it to be this way, but I feel like it's better than putting on a front and pretending like everything's okay when it's not. I'm not that type of person in real life. Like, I don't just like swallow it and like pretend everything's fine when it isn't. Like, I address it. I face everything head on and I'm like, let's fix this right now because I'm uncomfortable with it or I'm upset with this and I want to talk about it, and I don't just bury things down inside, you know what I mean? Thank you for letting me share that with you guys. We still don't know what happened with my dad, if he had a stroke or whatever it may be, some kind of neurological situation happened with him, and we just don't know what it is yet. His heart rate is like all over the place. My mom says he's on the heart monitor and he's like a flutter, possibly a fib, something funkier, like just some PVCs in there. He's got like an arrhythmia for sure, which I'm pretty sure I do too. But my dad's had a heart attack before and he's not compliant with his home medications. He doesn't take anything except a baby aspirin when he thinks of it, and he really should be taking that every single day, which is something that I need to maybe step in and encourage him just to take his medications and stay on top of it, because being the dad of a nurse, and he's got 2 nurses, my mom and me, we should be taking better care of him. And you just assume adults take care of themselves, like people in your lives, but a lot of people in my family are stubborn. Like my uncle, who's not my uncle with ALS, but my other uncle, he has like diabetes, and he's had he had a really bad burn a couple years ago on his feet, and ever since then he just hasn't been the same, and it's awful. The men in our family don't take care of themselves. He's not compliant with his diabetes. My uncle and my dad are very similar. They're actually the same age too. But I love them both to death, but they don't want to admit that they're sick and they need help. Or not even that they're sick, but that they're not completely healthy and they need more help than just, the medication is keeping them alive, and they need to take it compliantly or change their lifestyles, which neither of them are going to do in their 60s, So unfortunately, that's the truth of the matter. And my dad's Irish and my uncle's Italian, and they're both very stubborn, and that's just unfortunately how they are. And I want nothing more for them both to be healthy and out of the hospital during the holiday season. My uncle was in the hospital right after Thanksgiving, and it's just all been so stressful with them. And now my dad. So I want to get my dad home, but I also want to make sure everything's okay before we bring him home, and I want him to agree to be on his medications. Maybe they can help him find a new primary physician because he stopped going to his and he doesn't have one now. You know, it's just a lot of non-compliance with their livelihood and their health. So that needs to come first, and I hope every one of you out there, if you yourself need, you know, medical attention or certain medication to help you sustain your life, I hope that you're being compliant. Me, myself, I have an anxiety disorder, and when I'm non-compliant with that, I lose my shit. So it's hard taking a pill every day, or taking multiple pills every day, or taking 50 pills a day. It sucks, and trust me, at work I hand them out by the cupfuls. You know, it's not fun, but if it's gonna keep you healthy and happy and out of the hospital, just comply. And if you know someone in your life that doesn't always comply with their medication regimen, just make sure you're encouraging them to either stick with a routine of some sort where they're remembering to take their medication, or some kind of lifestyle change where they're going to modify something in their life to eliminate the medication so that they don't have to take it anymore. I mean, for instance, my dad has high blood pressure, specifically right now, and with his history of heart attack, that's not a good combination. It's just setting yourself up for something like a stroke or a heart attack. And with, you know, your blood pressure being so high and not taking your medication, like I said, you're just setting yourself up for disaster. And without changing anything in your life, like my dad is very, very, very driven in his work. He loves to work. He works a lot of overtime, and he's on vacation, like I said, this week, finally. He like never takes any time off, and here he is trying to go to work. I mean, he works a lot for his age. He shouldn't be working that much. I wish he was retired and just home and like working on hobbies and doing stuff like that dads in their 50s and 60s do. But lo and behold, my dad is working his life away, and it's definitely taking a toll on him. Not only that, my dad is a smoker. He smokes still, and we've tried so many things over the years to help wean him off cigarettes. My mom doesn't let him smoke in the house, so obviously that's like part of a deterrent, trying to get him to stop, because he has to go outside in the cold and do that. And then my sister a couple years ago got him like electronic vape cigarette, because his best friend actually quit smoking with a similar, if not the same exact tool. So I don't know, I'm just going on a long rant now. But take care of yourselves this holiday season, and make sure you reach out to your loved ones and make sure they're doing okay. Even if it's just that, just check in with them, tell them you love them. Anything could happen at any time, and luckily my dad is gonna be okay, and we're gonna figure out what's going on, and we're gonna move on. And hopefully from now on, it's a wake-up call that he needs to take his medication and you know, lighten his workload. I think would also be a very beneficial thing for him to do. So hopefully that's a lesson learned, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I'm sorry if this one was sad, but I promise you this weekend's gonna be really fun. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.